Hello, it's me, Carlos Patlan, in the podcast of Taking Care of the Environment. Today, I'm gonna talk about some topics related with the environment, like air pollution, climate change, and that's it. Today, uh, we are gonna talk about situations that the people are not doing, talking about the environment. I think situations can be not recycling, not taking conscious about the air pollution, like the industries, and the water and the sounds. Talking about the sounds, here in Monterrey, it can be a big problem because here are some events that the music or the sounds that they put go beyond what is tolerable, because the people can be suffer pain in the ears, and that's a big problem. The air pollution here in Monterrey is one of the biggest manufacturing industries, and they releases gases, and it can be visible because or not visible because when you try to see mountains, I think, or a long distance, you can see nothing because it's impossible. Or driving in the night, it's difficult because you try to see, you try to put attention in some details, you don't see nothing because the smoke is stronger than in the past years. What I think that the people can do, maybe try to drive less, improve some bicycles in a low cost, trying to be affordable to the people that it's not in like a high situation, like try to be conscious that not all the people can afford that. Other solution can be reduce work days, trying to see an improvement in the pollution. These things are visible in climate change, like cold seasons, hot seasons, raining seasons. This is visible in that type of seasons because in the past it was not determined, but you can know when where we're going to be like hot season, cold season, raining season, and this not mix up. Like in hot season, don't be cold days, or in hot season don't be and raining days. And right now, if you are in cold seasons, you can see hot days or raining days, or hot seasons you can see cold days, you can see raining days, and that's like why it can be like this. And that's the negative consequences about air pollution. That's the first problem. That's why I'm trying to put some conscious in yours. What I think is the best solution? Recycling. And not only recycling, but recycling is like taking conscious of your of the environment, and that's not and you don't need to do a lot of effort. Like if you see some water bottle, coke bottle or something in the street, you can only take it and put in the trash, but not in general trash, in the specific trash, because it is plastic. You need to put in that specific trash, because you can be a better days doing things like that. You can try to not use plastics like forks, like knives, like spoons, like plates, bags. That things are going to be decreasing in 20 years, 50 years, and that's the problem. If you consume, the industry produce more, and that's why it's a big problem to stay using that type of material. Avoid that type of material and using more bamboo, more seed of avocado. These are new types of material trying to be a better environment. Talking about bags, when you go to do your when you go to the supermarket, you use like plastic bags. Nowadays is less than past like 3 years, I think, but it's a reality today that the people are continues using the plastic bags, and the solution is using cloth bags. It's not difficult, it's more practicing. Like you have your bags in your car and then go with that bags, because not only for environment, that bags are bigger than the other, and that's more easier to use, not plastic things that it can be a wrong stuff. Taking about recommendations and what I improved in my daily routine, trying to doing something better to the environment. I'm going to use more metal kitchen stuff, like not using or metal or bamboo or avocado seed, because these are things that try to help the environment. Thinking about supermarket, I'm going to use my cloth bags, and if I go to the supermarket and I forget that bags, I buy other, and that's no problem, because it's 5 pesos, 10 pesos. There are these are not a big problem to waste 5 pesos or 10 pesos, because the big problem is the contamination. That's if you think that waste 5 pesos for buy other bag, you're bad, really bad. I'm not a liar. I use sometimes to go to the store or go to the long no a short distance, but I will try to use less. and these are things that are not difficult. I think it's easier to reduce some things, use other things. You need to see other options because it's scary the faster that the contamination is increasing, and in 10, 20 or 30 years, if the things are the same like today, in the future going to be scary, really scary. But that's all. I'm grateful to be here, and I hope you can listen me in other podcasts, like in the future podcast. I try to bring to the podcast other people that are involved in the topic of environment, maybe scientists or people with some proposes. But that's all. Thanks, a lot of thanks for listening to me, and that's all for me. See you later. Goodbye.